Hey everyone, this is Donald. I'm making this video real quick because there's this guy on Twitter, Heleno Henzo, or whatever his name is. He is this guy, I don't know where he lives, I don't care where he lives, but I sometimes debate him about things related to science on Twitter. And recently he's been, posting some of his videos on YouTube. He has a channel, The Anointed Apologist, and you can tell this guy obviously this that English is not his first language. He keeps anyways, and just so you know, my sources I'm going to put down on the bottom because I'm not not going to mention a lot of stuff from these things, but I wanted to just take a look at his video called Science versus Evolution, where he talks about the oxygen problem and why that video is just plain wrong, and this guy, he doesn't know what he's talking about. And to try to set him straight, I'm not a scientist by any stretch of the imagination, but I do know more than the average person does. I would think anyways. I've spent most of my life interested in science. I'm not any kind of expert. I don't have any degrees, no credentials to back it up. I'm just someone who finds the subject interesting. And so I study it on my own. It's, more of a hobby than anything else. But let's look at his video, and then I will make some comments about it after showing the video.
The oxygen problem. For amino acids and nucleotides to have form in a primordial soup, the atmosphere would have to be void of oxygen because oxygen would corrode these essential building blocks for life. However, if there were no oxygen, there would be no ozone layer, and the ultraviolet radiation from the sun would have destroyed the amino acids and nucleotides.
So there is his refutation of science. Now, he did get one thing right. He suggested that in the early atmosphere there would have had been devoid of oxygen for life to develop, which the early atmosphere didn't have oxygen. I think the sources I've read say that it comes about, the oxygen in the atmosphere about 2.3 billion years ago. And also he seems to make this claim about, well, there was no ozone layer, so life couldn't have developed. Wrong. My hypothesis is that the earliest life developed in the deep sea by these vents that are there, the hot vents that are down there in the deep ocean, is one possibility. But the fact is, the kind of life that did develop early on really didn't need an ozone layer the same way that multicellular life forms like reptiles and mammals needed. So to say that life could not evolve because there was not an ozone layer yet is preposterous. In fact, the oxygen in the atmosphere came about over millions of years, possibly billion, the first about 2.3 million years ago. We started having an oxygen atmosphere. But before that, cyanobacteria burped out, farted out, whatever you want to say, oxygen as part of its metabolism. So, his whole point is wrong. Not only does he not cite any sources for why what he says is right. By the way, look down in the description for the articles I looked online. I just looked up how did we get our oxygen-rich environment, or something like that. And there was dozens of articles. I also looked up an article on the earliest form of life on Earth. And if you just do a simple Google search, he would know that what he is saying is totally off base. It's wrong. And he's the same way on Twitter. He's basically, well, you're in the universe and the universe had to be created. No, you haven't proved that. And he never provides proof. He just states these things as a fact. Now, Heleno, or whatever his name is, has this certificate, a special certificate from the Bible College on apologetics, and he treats as he's really proud of that. Okay, let's put it this way: he's proud of that fact, but he obviously has never had a formal education, at least as far as I know. I mean, in fact, he seems to be proud of the fact that he didn't go to some stupid human institution where he gets brainwashed. Ignorance, he wears it as a sleeve, as a badge of honor. I'd be ashamed if I said that. But even though I haven't gone to college, I've tried to read what I can. I try to be informed, and this guy goes through life just spouting off his crap because he's an anointed apologist. You know, and the only reason I'm doing this, to be honest with you, is because this anointed apologist channel is, according to him, like his 105th channel. All the rest of them have been suspended. So more than likely, this account will also get suspended. His channel will be suspended, but it just shows the level of ignorance that's out there, especially on Twitter. And this is just one guy that I deal with every once in a while on Twitter. And it's just sad. It just really is sad that people are that proud of the fact that they haven't studied anything beyond the Bible. That they haven't really even looked at the scientific evidence. They just want to believe what they want to believe. You know, if it wasn't for the fact that people like him tend to try to hold back education for everybody else in terms of science education, you know, he'd be laughable. But this is the kind of people in America that Aaron Ra and other people point out that are trying to dumb down America, make education a bad word, and to basically put this 6,000-year-old Earth narrative into the schools where it doesn't belong. So, if his channel stays up and I can learn more, like editing stuff, I'll try to respond to more of his videos, but it's kind of pointless because there is nothing behind what this guy says. There is no understanding of the science behind it. There's nothing. It's, you know, some people have said that he's a troll. It's possible he is. But at the same time, he tries to portray himself as this serious guy, and he's a joke. Just flat out, he's a joke. Anyways, I think I've taken too much of your time already, so I'm going to end this video now. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel, comment if you think that I'm wrong, if you think I got something wrong, let me know. You know, the only way I learn is if someone points out my mistakes. And this whole thing is a learning experience, really. As time goes on and I make more videos, hopefully you'll see this progression of me getting better in terms of making videos, in terms of being able to edit videos, in terms of even the camera, and even like putting my face out there. But anyways, that's enough of my ranting. Thank you for watching again. And like I said, subscribe, share, like, comment. This is Donald Goslin. Be awesome, everyone!